Hills speedy back Wandale Robinson.
Catching liquid mercury is easier. Looks like they've got a touchdown, but Ethan Quesada. The ball comes loose.
The ball didn't bounce their way.
Right here. It should have been an interception.
Heath can kiss it goodbye. I mean, he intercepts the pass.
Whoa, baby, whoa. Oh, I love it.
Welcome to the award-winning Fox 56 High School Sports Extra, presented by Mr. Rooter Plumbing of Central Kentucky.
Thanks for tuning in. We kick off the final Friday of the regular season with a matchup of a couple of postseason contenders, Southwestern in 5A, Lexington Catholic in 3A.
Now, these two met to close out the regular season last year with Southwestern winning in overtime. You might remember that one, 53-47. Would we see another wild one like that tonight? It was 18-9 Catholic in the second when Bo Allen is going to go deep to Tommy Knopp. And watch this, catches him in stride for the touchdown. That made it 25-10. Southwestern had the answer, though. Drew Sawyers puts it up in the air. And check out the grab by J.P. Vaught, the one-handed grab. He's in for the score. It's 25-17. If you thought that catch was nice, how about this one? Allen all day to throw. John Woodall somehow is going to go up over the defender and pulls in the juggling catch. My goodness, that would lead to a Catholic touchdown just before the half. And the Knights go on to win 39-17. Southwestern hosts Perry Central, and Lex Cath hosts Pike Central to begin the playoffs next Friday.
All right, Madison Central at Bryan Station, and it's the Jalen Burbage show. 22-8 defenders at the half. More of the same in the third. Burbage takes off, and he's going to pick up 49 yards all the way down to the 1. Just caught him.
There he is.
That's all right, though. 2 plays later, it's Burbage over for the score. It's 29-8 Station. Fourth quarter, that guy again, Cornell Burbage's boy, this time 44 yards on the touchdown. Bryan Station, after starting the season 0-8, will enter the playoffs on a 2-game win streak after beating Madison Central tonight 41-21. Station travels to Simon Kenton for the first round of the playoffs next week, while Central hosts Seneca.
How about the defenders? Well, Dunbar didn't make the playoffs, so it's the final game of the season tonight, coming off and going against Western. Second quarter, Dunbar adds to its lead with a C.J. Owens field goal. Third quarter, Bulldogs going up top. Tanner Cox is going to find Jamarcus Robinson in the end zone. Dunbar's defense coming up big. Landon Jackson with the pick, and he is going to take this one the other way to the house. Last game of the season, why not finish it well? 60-14. All right, Franklin County facing Tates Creek. Not a game for the fair weather fans out there.
It wasn't fair weather.
No, it wasn't. Franklin County capitalizes on their first drive. Nick Broyles fakes the handoff, goes 21 yards, and the Flyers are on top 7-0. Then Tates Creek marched it down the field by running the ball with Marcus Bosley. He finishes off the drive with the touchdown. Franklin County, though, wins 35-19 and hosts Russell County. Tates Creek visits Ryle to begin the playoffs next week. One of the coolest stories of the season that's flown under the radar is Ray Graham's return to Harrison County as head coach. Now, Graham led the Thoroughbreds to a 10-4 record in 2007 before leaving, and they've not had a winning season in the past 10 years since.
Unbelievable. The Breds went 0-10 last season, but in his first year back, Graham has Harrison County at 6-3, which guarantees a winning season in Cynthiana for the first time since Graham got him to the state semifinals the last time he was the coach. Graham's guys facing Wandale Robinson and Western Hills tonight. Senior night for Wandale. First quarter, the Breds strike first on the short TD run by Chase Blanton, and it's 6-0. Then the Breds ate up most of the second quarter with a drive resulting in Tyler Hudgens' 7-yard TD run to make it 12-zip. The Breds bottled up Robinson in the first half, and the Wolverines trailed 18-6 with 3.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. But Wandale would not be denied on senior night. He scored 4 second-half touchdowns.
My goodness.
Hills comes back to win 25-18. He had an 80-yard TD catch, a 61-yard TD run. He had a fumble recovery return for a touchdown. Western Hills travels to Lawrence County to open the playoffs. Wow. All right, former Kentucky Wildcat David Jones took over a Phelps program that went 1-40 in the 4 seasons prior to his arrival. But now in the third season under Jones, the Hornets are 14-14 entering tonight's game at Frankfort. First quarter, Frankfurt's Big John Tillman plows his way into the end zone on the QB keeper to make it 7-0 Panthers. Then Tillman on defense, aided by a slippery pigskin. Tillman flies in, knocks the QB off balance for a loss of 14 on third down to force a punt. Ensuing Panthers possession. Tillman breaks off a chunk run around the far side. And that would set up another Frankfort touchdown to make it 13-0. Panthers roll 36-12 to go to 7-3. Frankfort hosts Dayton in the first round of the playoffs.
Now, if you like dirt and slop and more mud than you can handle, Bourbon County at Clark County, this was the place to be. Just look at the field.
Oh.
It's a little kid's dream, but
right.
mother's worst nightmare. Break out the Tide Pods. Tide Pods, Mom. Jadon Jenkins scores the first touchdown of the year. 40-0 GRC. And they go on to win by a final, and everybody looked good doing it. Clark County hosts Cooper, and Bourbon County is at Johnson Central in the opening round of the playoffs. We kicked off tonight's highlights with Southwestern, coached by Larry French. Back in 2007, French led Lincoln County to the 5A state semifinals. Then he left to become the head man at Boyle County.
That's right. Lincoln County hasn't had a winning season since then. This sounds familiar.
It does.
Unlike Ray Graham returning to Harrison County, obviously French isn't back at Lincoln, but first-year head coach Spencer Crutchfield has secured the Patriots' first winning season since French. Wow, what about that? Lincoln visiting Montgomery County tonight, opening drive, and it's Justin Carosi on 4th and 7. He breaks a tackle, and from 40 yards out, he's in. 7-0 Indians. Ensuing Patriots drive. This time it's 4th and 4. From the 49.
Oh.
No problem. Bryson Yaden to Darius Napier. Get off me. Pats within 1. Back comes Moko. Trey Ishmael. It's 4th and 14.
Oh!
Davis has it for the touchdown. Are you
One-handed.
kidding me? Montgomery County wins 54-26, hosts Dixie Heights to begin the playoffs. Lincoln goes to Letcher Central.
West Jessamine at Woodford County this evening. After they got through the paper, opening kickoff, West Jessamine with the onside kick, and they would recover that.
Slippery out there.
Yeah, that would set up Kane Lathery, who pulls his way in for the touchdown. 6-0 Colts. Woodford, though, would respond. Leo
Gadani.
him passes to Skylar Johnson, who makes a fingertip grab in the end zone.
I believe that's Dennis Johnson's son right there.
Yeah, I think you're right. Woodford wins 14-12, begins its postseason at number 1 ranked Covington Catholic, while West Jess is at Moore.
And Berea tonight closes out its season by snapping.
Look at that.
It's 43-game losing streak. The Pirates blank Jellicoe, Tennessee tonight on the road, 18-0 for their first win since October 10th, 2014.